friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. Today I am going to go ahead and show you the groceries that we got for this upcoming week. It is Friday night and I am completely wrecked from today's workout. Me and my husband went to go get groceries, so I got that checked off my list. I have quite a busy weekend and I also had to do some overtime, so I'm glad this was done. So let me show you what we have and our meal plan. So everything is just not as organized as I would like because I'm using my stove because it is late and we are hungry, and we are going to be eating something that we got that we have not ate in such a long time. Okay, so let's get started over here. I got some different types of nuts. I got some raw walnut, I got some pepitas, I got some pistachios. And this is going to be part of an acorn and butternut squash recipe. It's new and I'm really excited to try it. Next we got some strawberries and some berries. I'll let you guys know what we're going to be using with these. I also just got myself a sprinkling water because I was super thirsty. And here's kind of the dairy products. So I got some Fiesta blend cheese, which I like to get. Oh my... Let me turn this down a little bit. Water is boiling. Okay. I got some eggs. I like this Fiesta blend on my eggs in the morning. I got some Greek vanilla, which we will go over what we're using this for. I got some whole milk for my husband's meal prep. He is trying something different. So, these were the only bags of broccoli that we could find. We're probably going to have to stock up throughout the week on some more broccoli. My husband wanted some pasta meatless recipe this week, which is just simple, just pasta with some sauce. So I got him some 4 boxes of this rotini pasta, and that's what he will be having with some broccoli and some mashed potatoes. So here I have what we're gonna have tonight. We have not had mac and cheese in a long time. I got 2 boxes of these Idaho classic mashed potatoes for my husband's meal prep. Here's the second one. I got some, I got some, all these items are going to be for a crock pot recipe that we're going to be doing. We're going to do like a Southwest creamy-esque chicken breast. So I got 2 of those ranch seasonings. I just doubled everything, the recipe, because of the chicken breast amount I'm going to have. I got 2 of this Rotel diced tomatoes with habanero. I got 2 canned corn. What else? Oh, I got this black beans and this less fat cream cheese. This butter is for a specific recipe we will talk here shortly, and also my husband's potatoes. We also have been trying new salsas almost every week, and we decided to try something super hot this week because what we have been picking up has really not been really that hot. So this is Ghost Pepper Local Hot. Not sure if you guys have tried this before, but if you have, let me know. Next, I got some Alfredo sauce for my husband's meal prep. We were going to go with pesto, but they really didn't have anything at Walmart. Next, I think they had one, but we obviously needed more. It was like a little thing like this. This is my butternut squash, so I got one of those, and then this acorn squash. So, this is going to be combined with all those seeds and nuts that we had over there. I also picked up some sweet potatoes. I have 2 potatoes left from this week. These sweet potatoes are going to be for a carb of choice for this week. Okay, friends, I'm sorry my phone died, but as I was saying, I'm going to be using some of these sweet potatoes for just my carb of choice throughout the week. But also we are going to be making some sweet potato pancakes. So, this is going to be paired with the berries I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, and this ginger beer. I didn't need this much, but I needed some of it for this recipe. So we're going to be making some sweet potato pancakes. I forgot to mention, I think that I also got this chicken breast for $9, and I got this entire thing of drumsticks for about $6.50, and I picked that up. So that's my protein of choice. I'm going to be baking the drumsticks, and then the chicken breast is going to be going in this crock pot recipe. I also picked up some orange juice and some household items. So I just picked up some of this Suave conditioner and shampoo, along with this electrolyte, because I need it after tonight's workout. I also grabbed 2 of those waters, and I grabbed some more containers for my husband's meal prep. So we have the containers for storage. So, with that being said, sorry, my charger's over here. That is our entire grocery haul. We are going to get started cooking probably tomorrow. I wanted tonight, friends, but I'm wrecked and I'm pretty tired. So we got to wake up early tomorrow. We have a lot of things to do tomorrow. So, yes, this is what we have. We're going to be making, tomorrow we are going to be making sweet potato pancakes, sweet potatoes, cubed. We're going to be making this acorn butternut squash with nuts, and I forget the specific recipe title. We are going to be roasting some veggies. We're going to be making some pasta for my husband's meal prep, mashed potatoes, and we're going to be doing this Southwest crock pot chili recipe, and we're going to be baking our drumsticks. So, with that being said, friends, I am going to eat our mac and cheese and call it a night. I am going to go ahead and get started with my crock pot recipe. I just got this off of Pinterest. I will link it below, but anything that's out of a cookbook, I am not going to put below because it's going to take forever, friends, and I'm already crunched for time for this weekend. Okay, so we have here the ingredients that we need. So we have also, I need to mention that I doubled or tried to double this recipe because I'm using more chicken breast than what's in the recipe. So I also didn't want to overdo the ingredients because I don't need so much of the amount of cheese and other things in here for the recipe. I just decided, for the sake of the added fats, the added calories, carbs, things like that, I decided to double it, although I probably have 3 times the amount of chicken here for this recipe. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so I have here my 15 ounce, I believe this is a 15 ounce, 30 ounce because I doubled it, can of black beans. I'm sure you can use any kind of beans that you'd like. I got 2 cans of this kettle corn, whole kettle corn. Then I went ahead and grabbed 3 of these Rotel tomatoes with chilies. We also have some cumin that we are going to be using, some onion powder, some chili powder, which I have in that container. I just have my measuring utensils. We are going to be using 2 packs of this ranch dressing. And then obviously I have over here the chicken that I'm going to be using. Okay, so first things first, I was going to use my hands, but I don't like touching meat really. So we are just going to go ahead and place first our chicken into our crock pot. And that will free us some space to go ahead and just put our ingredients in. The only thing that's going to be drained is going to be the beans. So the Rotel, the corn, the canned corn, that stuff is going to be just dumped in here with the water that it has, or the juices that it has. Okay, so we have our chicken here. I'm going just to toss the container away. All right, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and open all of my cans and get those popped in there. You just put them on top. If I can open this, just put them on top of the chicken, which we will do. Okay, so now that we have everything opened, and I also just went ahead and cut open the cream cheese so it's easier. First thing that I'm going to do is actually do our seasonings first so they can lay on top of this chicken. So we need two packets of this ranch. Just gonna go ahead and dump this ranch in here. I've never used these packets before. We'll see how it goes. I've also never done this recipe before, so we'll also see how it goes. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm using this is about 4.5 pounds of chicken breast. So in case you're wondering, and this is going to be for my meal prep. This is my protein of choice, and all these items I got at Walmart. It was late last night. It's completely wrecked from the workout, and I didn't want to go to Kroger and spend that time at the grocery store today because I have a lot of other stuff I need to do. Okay, so in here is just my chili powder, and a chili powder, we just need 1 tablespoon chili powder. There we go. We also just need 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Just going to go ahead and open this. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to maybe do 1.5 because I am doubling the recipe again because the recipe calls for 2 large chicken breasts, but obviously this is not the case. I'm using about 4. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I probably just need a little bit more chili powder since, as I mentioned, I'm using more chicken breast than the recipe. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now that we have, for the most part, let me go ahead and mix this up a little bit, the seasonings. It's a good thing that I decided to go ahead and do this before I put in the rest of the recipe so that everything could be coated and not just laying on top of the other ingredients. Okay. That's good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and dump our ingredients. So I got 3 cans of this Rotel, and the recipe says we do not, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna use 3. We do not drain anything besides the beans. Got that. Our corn. Our beans. I'm just gonna go ahead and just mix this up a little bit. Hopefully not make a mess. Okay. Then of course our cream cheese. Okay friends, so it's still early, it's 7 in the morning, which is good because I have a lot of things I need to do today. We are going to go ahead and cover this up and put it in its pot over here. And we are going to go ahead and get this cooking. We are going to do our sweet potatoes next. All right, friends, I'm unsure if we're gonna have enough time. I'm gonna try to push it. I should have started boiling some mashed potatoes while I was doing the crock pot recipe, but oh well, okay? So let me show you what I have and what I already had in my pantry. So I picked up some, for these sweet potato pancakes, we needed some berries. I picked up these blueberries. Blueberries is specific to this recipe, but I also wanted to pair it with some strawberries. So the strawberries are going to be fresh. The blueberries are going to be used for our topping that is going to be cooked with some maple syrup. I already had this maple syrup from another recipe, so this is what we are going to be using. This was already part of my pantry. This was not purchased. We need 2 tablespoons of butter, so I went ahead and picked up some butter. It had to be salted, and also 2 eggs. I only need 2 cups of ginger beer, and what was recommended was Reed's ginger beer. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Could not find it, but it needed to be 0 sugar, so I went ahead and found this one. So I don't need all of this, but hey, if I want to get some more sweet potatoes in the following weeks, I already have this 6-pack. So that was used. Also some vanilla Greek yogurt, and then obviously our sweet potatoes, which I'm gonna peel, put into a pan, and get that going. Okay, friends, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get our peeled potatoes cut, cubed, and put into a pan so it could come to a boil. We can mash them and then use them for our pancake recipe. Alright friends, it is 7:45 and surprisingly our sweet potatoes are almost done. So first thing that we have to do is go ahead and mash our sweet potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring them over. They're good to go. Let me get my bit. Perfect. Going to just dump them in here. Come on, Mitt, get out of the way. Perfect. Several things. We have to go ahead and mash this up. I got my flour right over there. I believe I have already told you guys about the whole situation. This is how this is turning out. About the flour, so we will see how this turns out. Hopefully well, hopefully, you know, nothing extremely crazy happens. Okay, perfect, there we go. Okay, next what we have to do, I have my cookbook over here. We have to go ahead and mix. I do have a mixer, friends, but I don't want to go take out all the things this morning because I have things I need to do. So, and I need to leave, and I don't want my kitchen to be a huge mess. Okay, so we have to go ahead and put our flour in here, our eggs, and our sweet potato, which we already have. Calls for 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I am just using 1 since this is all-purpose flour. It just makes sense to me in my brain. I think that is it. Yes, okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix all of this up. I think it was a good call to only go with 1 cup of this all-purpose flour. Or I guess the self-rise, because you know, it's always much thicker. Yeah, every time I use my mixer, it seems like it takes a week to finally get it back to its stands and clean and all that stuff. Just really don't want to do that this weekend and deal with it in my sink forever or on the drying rack forever. Okay, this looks good. Okay, next we are going to be, let's see. We're gonna put only 1 cup of this ginger beer. I have 2 cups in here. We are gonna be using them both, but we're only gonna mix 1 cup at a time. This smells very, very, very good. Let me know, have you used ginger beer? I have never in my life. This is the first time I've ever heard of this ginger beer. Okay, this is what this looks like so far. All right. Next. Okay. Next, what we are going to be doing is just putting the rest in here. And with a spatula, it says to fold, but you know what? I think I am going to need some more flour because this is really watery. I thought my plan would work. It's a tough call. It's a tough call, friends. It's a tough call for me. But let's go ahead and put some more flour in here. The recipe never lies. Okay. And I know, you're supposed to mix in your dry ingredients before your wet ingredients, but at least that's what I always hear on the recipes. Okay, but it's okay. First time ever doing this, and obviously I didn't have the correct flour. So this is what this looks like. I'm not sure if you guys can see. Okay, here we go. Now what we need to do is we need to, in a large pan or skillet, we need to preheat it on low heat. They say that that's the key for this. It needs to be on low heat. On what does it need to be? Low. Okay. So I'm just gonna be using this pan, putting this over here. On low. All right. We have other stuff we need to do, friends, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, friends, so here we have our pancake batter. We're gonna put that aside. Next, what we're going to be doing in here is we are going to be just adding 2 cups of our our berries. And we need 2 tablespoons. Let me make sure they're tablespoons and not teaspoons. Yes, of maple syrup. Now you could probably use fat-free. This is 50 calories per serving. And let's see what the serving size is. Oh, 2 tablespoons, perfect. So 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. That is not bad at all. Okay. Going to go ahead and do that. Perfect. Now, while this gets done, let me go ahead and stir it. We're just going to put this on the stove so it kind of cooks down. There we go. And then that's going to be doing its thing while we get our pancakes going. Alright friends, I'm just going to use my butter stick to do this quick number right here. And recipe mentioned with 1/4 cup. That's the size for these pancakes. So they did mention the trick to this was that this needed to be on low heat. So how long is this gonna take? I don't know. It's already 8 o'clock, friends. I work out at 8:30. I need to leave here in 20 minutes. We'll see how this goes. These look ready to flip, so I'm just going to go ahead and flip. Oh! Whoa. Okay. If you hear a little pause in the background, those are my dogs. They love sweet potatoes. And I think I'm only going to be able to do 2, which are going to be the ones I'm going to eat, because this is taking about 3-ish minutes. So we still have this entire batter. So I'll do this batter once I get back from this workout. We'll get all these pancakes done. And I will say, friends, that this crock pot is making my house smell so good. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and get started cutting up some strawberries, but these are our berries so far. They still need just a little bit more. I'm super excited about this. Okay, friends, I'm gonna make the executive decision because of time. But also these appear to be ready. So I'm just going to go ahead, put these on my plate. Next, we are going to go ahead and I'm just going to add some of these berries on here. Did I do this correctly? I think I did. Okay, next we are going to put a spoon of this Greek vanilla yogurt, and I cut up about 2 strawberries, so we're going to put those on the top here. This is definitely up my alley, friends. Delicious. All right, friends, let's go ahead and enjoy. Right up my alley. You definitely can taste the ginger. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Wow. And the pancake. I know a lot of people don't like this word. It's nice and moist and very good. The ginger, as I mentioned, I can taste it, but everything complements each other. The Greek vanilla yogurt on the top. Wow. This is on the top of my list of things that I have made. This is probably going to be a staple in my diet. That's so good. Oh my word. Okay, friends, I have to hurry up, finish this, change, go work out. We'll be back. What we will be doing when we get back is our drumsticks. This acorn butternut squash with nut crumble. And what else are we doing? And just, did I already mention veggies? I think I already mentioned veggies. And our veggies. And our crock pot back here, it's smelling so, so good. Talk to you guys here in a bit. Hi friends, we are back after a workout, after a shower, after a little bit of chores. We still are trying over here to finish up our sweet potato pancakes. We got quite a bit left to do. Looks like there's going to be more than 12, which is fine. These are delicious. So next thing on our list is our butternut squash. Actually, it's acorn butternut squash with acorn and butternut squash with nut crumble. So what we are going to need is we're going to need some olive oil. We are going to need our butternut squash, our acorn squash. This is the first time I'm trying this fruit or this vegetable, and this is the second time me experimenting with this butternut squash. We also are going to need some pistachios, some pepitas, and some raw walnut. Now, let me double check, make sure that I have all the ingredients. Oh, friends, we still need, well, I'll get here in a bit, some cinnamon, some maple syrup, some chili powder, and cumin. So, our spices. First things first, we are just going to cut up our butternut squash and our acorn squash, and yep, get right into it. I'm gonna turn you guys over so we can go ahead and get started. I have here my vegetables. They are nice and washed. I just washed them. We are going to be peeling our, sorry friends, let me get my stuff unorganized. I came back unorganized. We're going to be peeling our butternut squash. We're going to be leaving the skin on this one. So, this was a mission last time, but I remember to go ahead and do it backwards. At least that's what I remember. Now doing this a second time, I don't. I think this is a much bigger butternut squash than the one before. So this is the first time I've ever ate one of these, and it also has seeds just like the butternut squash does in the inside. So very interesting. You guys probably think I say that word all the time, but it is, that's what it is. It's just interesting. It's nothing else but quite interesting to me. Okay, I'm gonna get done finish cutting these up. And then we gotta work on our walnuts, our pistachios, and our pepitas. Alright friends, we're changing a little bit of perspective. So here we have our chicken. Still doing pretty well. I already looked in here, and the chicken still just needed like a few, like maybe 2 hours or so. I have my butter over here. I transferred that berry sauce just into a container so I can use it throughout the week. We're almost done using all of our pancake mix, and I have a mess over there. I need a spoon holder, but I can't find any ones that I like. And here we have our wonderful scene, and I've been munching on one of these pancakes. They're really good. Okay, so we got the oven preheated. You ain't getting no sweet potato crazy. And we have to put all the nuts and the seeds into a pan and get it a little roasted and put in the oven. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're going to put into this bowl our things. So we need make sure I'm right. No, we need 2/3 cups of these pepitas. I have actually never tried these ever before in my life, but they smell really good. They have some saltiness to them. Okay, next we need 1/2 cup of these. Oh! I saw raw walnuts, but I needed raw hazelnuts. Oopsies. Okay. That's okay. We already have these, so we might as well use these. A nut is a nut. Okay. Actually, and now that I'm seeing, these probably need to be cut just a little smaller. So I did measure it out. It's over here. Just making sure that it's not going to have some huge walnuts. I'm actually having a lot of fun today. I really enjoyed the sweet potato. That was a lot of fun. The sweet potato pancakes. And I'm really enjoying this recipe right now. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Come on, Kat, you can do it. Okay, finally. Okay, and we also need, sweet potatoes. I need to flip my sweet potato pancakes. Woo! This made a lot of pancakes, friends. Okay. We need some pistachios. We need a 1/4 cup of pistachios. Here's our pistachios. They didn't have any in these type of containers. So, let me get my 1/4 cup. I was looking all over the place for my 1/4 cup, and I was using it for pancakes. Good news, we're on the last batch of pancakes, so I just washed this so we can make sure we have the correct amount of pistachios in here. And you know what? They didn't say what kind of pistachios it needed to be. They just said pistachios, so here we are. How long is this going to take? We will see. Now let me tell you, I'm glad that this is not a cup of pistachios. We'd be here forever, friends. Okay, I'm almost done here. So next, what we are going to also put into all these nuts for this mixed nut crumble is we are going to be putting some, what are we putting? 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm just going to use the same syrup that I used earlier for our pancakes. And we are also putting cinnamon in here. As I mentioned, this is all new recipe to me, so I have no idea what this is going to be like, taste like. Okay, there we go. Let's get our cinnamon and our maple syrup. Okay, so we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I have here my cinnamon. Okay, and we need 2 tablespoons of syrup. I'm just using the syrup. 2 tablespoons is 50 calories. We already checked that. Okay. Just going to mix this up. This is kind of a 2-part or multiple part process. But now we are going to be just putting on our stove some butter, and our butter we are going to just simmer down or just cook until it's foamy and brown, and then we're going to put it over this. This smells so good, over this mix. Okay, so here I have some butter. This whole thing I used about 1 tablespoon for all the pancakes. Sorry, brain fart. So I'm just gonna do this because there's no point in opening a whole other one if I just need a little tiny sliver of it. Okay, And I believe that that is it. Yep, we're just going to take this to the stove, get this nice and heated, get this foamy, get this brown, and then we will pour over our nut mixture. So while our butter is melting, I'm just putting some parchment paper on this. Sorry, friends. Why am I having a brain fart? On this baking sheet, and come on, butter, hurry up and cook, so we can go ahead and toss this into our pan. All right, this looks foamy to me. So we're just going to go ahead and put this over our mix. Just going to toss that. That must smell good to my Chihuahua. He's running over here. Okay, just mixing this. If you're wondering about my other dog, she has not left my sight. She is right at my feet this entire, and I mean entire time. Oh, this smells so good, friends. I can't. It smells so good. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me make sure I'm doing stuff correctly. Yep, okay. Going to put over our pan, our baking sheet. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Wow. Making sure I'm getting everything. And I still have plenty of left, probably plenty of pepitas and plenty of pistachios and everything left. So I am positive that I can make this next week as well. Just have to spread everything out evenly, and we are going to put this in the oven for about 20 minutes, or no, yes, 20 minutes. Checking in every, I got a walnut that's not crumbled over there. Every 10 minutes, just go through it and just toss it, or just move it like this. I don't know the right terminology, friends. As I mentioned, my brain is just fried. I need a nap. Okay. I think that's good. We're going to put this in the oven, but before we do that, goodness gracious. It's like it's evenly, but then there's like clumps of some just together. At least that's what it looks like to me. Okay, before we do that, we are going to just put a little bit of salt on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Himalayan salt, just a little bit. So, if I can even do that. Okay. There we go. All right, sounds good. We're taking this over to the oven. Okay, friends, we are wasting no time because it is 1:30 now, and we still have to do our drumsticks. We still have to do our sweet potatoes and our broccoli, but that should take no time. And because I really need to get to church tonight, I need to get myself into confession. So before Lent comes through, because Lent is already next week, friends. Oh my goodness, trying to, make the main thing, which is my faith. So anyways, okay, we need 2 tablespoons of, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We are still on the same recipe, which is this butternut and acorn squash. So, but for some reason, or not for some reason, this is going to cover our squash and our, they're both squashes. Okay, we also need some olive oil. How much olive oil do we need? We need 1/4 cup of olive oil. Goodness gracious, how many times am I going to use this 1/4 cup? Right? Okay. 1/4 cup of olive oil. Let's go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, chili powder and our cumin. My goodness, how can I forget these things? Where are you? Cumin, I just used you. We got cumin, and here we are. And our chili powder. Okay. So for our chili powder, we need 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. Let me double check just to make sure, yes. And then for our cumin, we need 2 teaspoons. Now let me make sure that this is a cumin, okay. Okay, perfect. This recipe has a lot of, it just smells like it's going to have a lot of flavor. I'm for it. I'm here for it, friends. I'm here for it. Okay, I'm just gonna mix it with this tablespoon. I'm going to mix all these together. I did need a small bowl, and I almost bought these adorable, adorable small bowls, friends. And I decided, oh no, they're like $6. I should have got them. They're tiny. They're specifically for stuff like this. I'll be back for those bowls. They're so cute. Okay, anyways, here we go. Now, what are we going to do next? We have to, let's get our other baking sheet over here. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just line this up with some parchment paper as well. So, how do you make parchment paper stay in the corners? Is that even possible? Let me know. Okay, so we have to go ahead and just put our squashes on here. Our squashes. Awesome. Oh my goodness, friends, I can smell our nut mixture. It smells delicious. Oh my. Oh my. I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into. It smells so good. I'm not even exaggerating. It smells divine. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and pour our mix into here. Go ahead and try our best. And on my channel, I might say things like perfect, but it doesn't mean it's perfect. It just means yay, basically. So we always try to do the best that we can, and that's something that I always tell myself. It's perfect because it was the best that you were able to do it to your ability. Okay, it did say to use my hands to do this. Personally, I would have preferred if the recipe said in a bowl, in a large bowl, mix together all this stuff, but I'm a person that follows a recipe or tries to follow a recipe quite literally. It's just the way my brain works. But it's really good when you ask me, if you were to ask me if I can build something for you, let's say you got a desk in, I'd build that desk just perfectly because I follow directions to a T. Okay. Awesome. Make sure everyone is coated. Awesome. So we are going to bump up the oven temperature to 400. Right now it's 350 for the seeds. We're about to take the seeds out, and we are going to be toasting these or baking these for about 25 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, friends, we are going to get started with our drumsticks. Now, the recipe book that I'm using actually has a really simple, looks delicious recipe for drumsticks that I had not looked at it before, and I was just gonna bake these with just some salt and pepper, but this recipe actually has everything I already have in the pantry. So that is surprising because that usually never happens. So we are just gonna go ahead. Remember, these chicken drumsticks, chicken legs, I bought these. So this is the only part of this recipe that I got from Walmart. Everything else was already part of my pantry. So thankfully that was the case. Just gonna do that. Okay, so about 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that looks about right. We still have 4 chicken breasts. Why do I keep saying chicken breast? Not chicken breast. Chicken drumsticks in our pan. Next, we are just going to coat this with some garlic powder. Again, I already had this. I did not have to buy this, thankfully. And actually, let me first do some olive oil. So just a little bit of olive oil. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and put some garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and some pepper. I got this the other day when I got some home decor. Tropical pepper. This actually has a lot of flavor. Okay. I'm going to flip these around, make sure we got everything coated. Excuse me. Friends, it took everything out of me to not go and take a nap right now. But I said, Kat, there's so much stuff you can do meanwhile this nut crumble mix gets ready. And I said, oh, do I have to? I don't have to do anything. I get to do this. So let's think about that. Being grateful for what we're able to do and have and not complain. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put some of this salt, or not this salt, this pepper. And I feel like I might need just a little bit of more oil. Okay, so we're gonna take this over to the stove and we are going to go ahead and sear this for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So friends, a thing happened. Our crumble, while I was doing this drumsticks, friends, our crumble went a little over what it should have, but it's weird because maybe, I don't know what happened. But anyways, I tried one and it's not bad at all. It just looks that way. But anyways, this is more than done. We are going to go ahead and put our squash in so this can cook. I'm gonna keep my eye on this for sure. So, anyways, as I mentioned, we strive to do the best that we can to our ability. Okay, friends, I'm just going to be transferring these over here to this cooking sheet. Now we have to mix together some ingredients to put on top of here. On top of these drumsticks to coat them and get them ready to put into the oven. So what we are going to be needing is some Dijon mustard, some grated Parmesan cheese, some lemon juice or lime juice, apple cider vinegar, thyme, oregano, and red pepper flakes. So, awesome. Let me go and get those things. We'll combine them in a bowl and we'll get it covered. Okay, so we are going to put half a cup of mayonnaise, as we mentioned. We need 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Just going to say that's about it. Because I need to wash it again, friends. I need like 17,000 tablespoons. Okay. We also need, what else do we need? Goodness gracious, friends. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Well, whether I like it or not, I'm gonna have to wash these tablespoons again. And even if I did not want to, I still have to wash these because I need to use them right now. Okay, we need some thyme. We need 1/4. I'm just gonna put a half because I don't have 1/4, and I'm assuming 1/4 is like a pinch. Why don't they just say that? Okay, of thyme. We also need the same amount of oregano. That felt like that was way more in oregano than there was in thyme. Okay, we also need some lemon juice. And me and this lemon juice have some beef, friends. We have some beef, me and this lemon juice. Come on, lemon juice. Do we only need that much? Yep, 1 teaspoon. Alright. And half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And some apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon. And all these items I already had in my pantry, surprisingly. Okay, there we go. And I believe, friends, that is it. I'm not missing anything else. Am I? Nope. Oh, just a little bit of garlic. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all this together. So we are going to go ahead. Oh, we do need some Parmesan. Do we? Oh yes, we need a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Let me go get that real quick. And I surprisingly already had this in my pantry, in my fridge. Okay, so we will use a half a cup right now, and we'll use another cup when we serve this. Okay. Oh my goodness, friends, if you can see my dog. She's standing up on her 2 feet and she has her head squished between the oven and my leg, the oven door. This smells and looks good. Let's just hope that cat does not burn it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just put this mixture over our just over our chicken. This looks so organized the way I'm doing it. I will spread it here in a bit. Just making sure I have enough coats for everybody. Okay, awesome. The recipe doesn't say this, it just says just put it over, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just massage it just a little bit on to the chicken drumsticks. This smells really good. Okay. If you guys could see. Okay, I'm just gonna do this top side, and then I'm assuming everything will kind of float down below, and then I'll just flip them over during their time. Okay, so we are going to be putting this into the oven until it reaches 165. If you guys don't know me, I am super paranoid about chicken. So I'm going to say about 40 minutes. I'll check up on them. I'll check up on these because I don't want them to be burnt, but I also don't want them to be undercooked. Anyways, let's take these to the oven. Friends, I told myself, woohoo! I'm gonna be able to go lay down now for a little bit while this chicken cooks. This crock pot is done, so I'm gonna take the chicken out, shred it, and then put it back in here, and this will be done. Okay, friends, I'm just going to use my fork to get all this chicken shredded. My tongs were dirty, so that's why you guys see this additional sauce in here. But, ooh, friends, this smells so good. And friends, I really need a break. Cat's about to burn out soon, very soon, if she doesn't sit down. All right. Okay, we'll just pour this back into our crock pot. And oops, well, sounds like I left my fridge open. Okay. Perfect. Ow. Woo. That chicken's still hot. Okay, we're gonna dump this back in there. Okay, so bear with me, friends. I'm using one hand here. We're just going to dump all this back. Whoa! Back in here. Oh, I could see some chicken. I didn't shred that well. Okay, that's okay. Okay, there we go. Smells really, really good. Oh man. I should have grabbed some chips while I was at the store. And I could have tried with this ghost pepper hot sauce. Dang. Okay. Oh, something might be ready. Friends, I have been putting work in. I have been putting work into this kitchen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got to try this. I have to try this before I go and sit down. Go. My husband always gets onto me because he says that I love scorching hot food. I don't like eating my food cold, even if it means it has to be in the microwave for 10 minutes. And it bothers me so much. No, Marty, my dogs, that when people just let their food go cold, like they serve themselves a plate and they might be just like messing around and like not focusing on eating. Okay. Wow. Wow. This is, woo! It's not that spicy. Well, for me, right? Come on, I just picked up this ghost pepper salsa. This is super good. Anybody would like it. This on some nachos, even this in a burrito. This on top of rice. Delicious. Wow. That was a win. Okay. I have a random miscellaneous cousin calling. And they keep calling me, so I'm not sure what their deal is. So unfortunately, will Cat be able to take a nap today? I don't know. It's almost time to go to church. I thought I would like to take a nap before I go to church, but now I had to answer this awkward phone call. Okay, friends, I'll talk to you guys here in a bit. Probably after the squash and the drumsticks are ready. Hi, friends. It is several hours later. My cousin, who was calling me, who I have not talked to in a long time, was actually in town. So I went to go have lunch with them, and they have little ones. So we went to Dave and Buster's, and we had some fun, and we played the games, and it was a lot of fun. But anyways, when they called me, I was trying out the chicken in the crock pot, and I had the drumsticks in the oven. Well, as I was taking the drumsticks out of the oven, as I was literally my finger was about to turn off the oven, it just went like this, and the clock turned off. So I'm unable to really do anything else. I can't bake my other sweet potatoes. I can't bake the veggies. So the stovetop works, but the oven doesn't work. So let me turn you guys around. This is how the chicken turned out. I was supposed to put some more Parmesan in, but because I took this out, I'm just now paranoid if this is cooked fully. So it's completely off. Oven does not turn on, but the stovetop does. So what does that mean for me? You know, this is also a budgeting channel. And we owe on taxes, so it's not like we can use a tax return. I think we're just going to have to survive without an oven. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I might just have to eat frozen veggies and put them in the microwave. I hate frozen veggies, but alright, friends, well, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. It's the end of the video, friends, and this is how it ended. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye. Can I be around you for motivation?